The whole Kegels piece of it, I think what's so important about that is what you said. He did with the information that he had at the time. He taught based on what he had. What I love about what you've done with your work is based on 25 years in practice, seeing how many patients a day, literally getting curious, because you shared a story with me and I'd love for you to share it again, but just the story of women would come and just be so upset and you're like, why isn't these things, why aren't they working? And it was your curiosity that really moved this along in a different direction.
It did. And I have a story about how I learned this stuff, not taking yoga and not taking breathwork classes. I had to come to this understanding about that women were not urinating correctly. And that took me a really long time because although I knew that women were pushing to pee and I knew that pushing to pee was not how you're supposed to urinate because I studied neurourology and I knew that in all my books and all my book chapters, you open your sphincter and that sends a signal to the brain to contract the bladder and you pee. Nothing in those neurology books even mentioned pushing, okay? And yet when I was going through my fellowship training, my mentor said to me, 90% of women push out their pee because they can. And I said, that's amazing. We push out our pee? Yeah, because you can. See, men can't do that. Because when men push, we have the resistance of the prostate, so we can't do that. But women, they can do that. And I'm like, oh my God, women are amazing. We figured out this advanced way to urinate. It makes things go faster. You could just, women are it's like multitasking and pee pushing. We're great. But he didn't tell me that it was bad for you. And so you read books.
And maybe he didn't know.
I don't know if he knew. We have so much research on Valsalva voiding and all that, and we know that it's not good. But we sort of think, well, that's how they pee. That's what they do. That's what these women do. We're not saying, well, these women are dysfunctional voiders and we haven't taught them how to urinate properly. We're just saying that's what they do. That's like saying to a child who doesn't know how to, he's got a reading problem. Don't worry about him. He doesn't have to read. Who would say that to a child?
Right.
We're not treating, all of our patients were children once. All of them were children once. And all of those children had a problem and they were totally overlooked. And now they're adult women with a problem. And we are just saying, you're an adult woman with a problem. That's your problem. Yeah, you have that problem. You're a pee pusher. No, you need to know there's another way to do things. First, you need to know you're doing it, which most people deny if they don't know it. They don't even know they're doing it. You have to educate the woman that she is doing that pee pushing is just holding your breath on the toilet to start your stream. That's all it is. It doesn't have to be forceful. So it's not registering in your brain that you're doing it. And if you just add airflow to that process, you'll be fine.
Yeah.